Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the channel. Finally, we are cracking back on with the 2019 Volkswagen Up. It has been a while, I think November. So basically, I think I stated in one of the Polo videos, obviously the video what I'm doing now, I started doing the videos in November. So some of the clips will be from then and some will be from now. So it might seem a bit backwards and forwards, unfortunately. The reason I stopped, obviously where I was keeping the cars, so at a friend's house, you know, it's not an essential task, so I don't really feel like working on the car outside their house, getting reported by the neighbours and, you know, police and a fine, etc. So now the Polo's gone, I've got it recovered back to my house, the only one space I've got here. So what we're going to be doing today, unfortunately, I've lost a clip of installing all the suspension back together. But what we're going to be doing is installing the wing, the front bumper, the headlight, the brace, and also showing you how to get the crash safety removes off the steering. Because I've seen a lot of people state it's dealer only, or there's a couple of people who apparently can do it, £100. I'll show you how to do it today. So, going to get cracking on now. But yeah, like I said, sorry if it feels a bit backwards and forwards in this video. Right, so that's the Up now home. Get unstrapped, get round the back, and then we'll start filming the hardest part of the job today, which is the dashboard cover. Here's the part number just here. If you need one of these, don't get one on eBay, they're about 15 quid. If you go to your TPS or local Volkswagen, they're £7 plus VAT. So this blanking plate covers this hole just here. Done. Right, so here's the old suspension leg. The only thing I'm going to reuse off this is the disc, as the car's only got 3,000 miles, so there's no damage to this disc. I've got a brand new genuine suspension arm from Volkswagen@parts.com, which he stocks, and a leg off him as well. I had a few comments in a previous video, why do I change the whole leg if it's not damaged? Well, I had a City Go, which I changed the wishbone, as the wishbone was damaged and the wheel was still crabbing, which it was a bent shock in the end. So I just replaced every piece on the suspension on that side. It makes it a lot quicker. Right, I'm just going to give you a heads up. So if you're ever going to rebuild one of these facelift Volkswagen Ups, which they start from 66 plate onwards, the pre-generation, so the pre-facelift, their ECUs were situated underneath the bonnet in the engine bay. Obviously the facelift's there behind the wing. So if you buy passenger side damaged, for example the wing and door, Volkswagen Up, the first thing you want to be checking is obviously the ECU itself, and then both harnesses that lead into the ECU box. So they go from the engine bay. So you want to be looking for chafes or visible cuts. Another way, if you can't see anything, plug diagnostics and see if there's any fault codes. I've done a few of these facelifts where these have been damaged. This one hasn't, luckily. But yeah, just a little heads up if you're going to rebuild one of these. And also, you might not be able to pick it up on camera. The door behind the skin is all straight and fine. There is a little crease in this area here. So when that goes to the body shop to get the seal repaired, that door will get repaired. Yes, I did buy the bumper and wing in colour. There is a few marks on the bumper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the bumper painted, the wing blown into the door, so this gets repaired, and they do the seal. Obviously it's a 69 plate car with 3,000 miles, you know, basically brand new. It has to be spot on. So just before I put it on time lapse, here's the replacement wing. It's a genuine used panel, great condition, in colour, comes with the wing bracket and the bumper bracket. So where I bought this wing, it's where I got all the other panels. So I got the bumper, well, panels, parts, I mean. So I got the bumper, dashboard kit with the seat belts, brand new genuine wishbone, shock absorber and hub. The steel wheel didn't come with a tyre, so I bought all those parts from Volkswagen@parts.com. It's Jason who's the owner of that company. He also owns citygoparts.com as well. Really sound guy. If you need anything, give him a bell. Have a look on his website. Keeps plenty of parts in stock for these cars. I might have already said this in the Polo video, I've had a brand new Continental tyre fitted to match the rest. Obviously 3,000 miles, you don't want odd tyres, and I can't stand part worn, so brand new one does the job. But the funny thing is, when I first won this car, I didn't know Jason at the time, so it was a day after bidding on the car and won the car. My delivery guy couldn't pick up for a couple of days, so obviously I knew what visual parts, what I could see off the pictures, what was damaged, like dashboard, bumper, wing, etc. Give Jason a ring. I didn't know him at the time. I says, has he got dashboard kit, the wing, etc.? And he goes, yep, I've got it all in. What colour's your car? I said, oh, I've just won it. It's goldy yellow colour. He was like, oh, you didn't get that off Copart yesterday, did you? Unfortunately, yes, mate. He was, funny enough, he was bidding on the same car. So sorry about that one, Jason. So let's get the wing on now. So that's the wing all on, lines up spot on. You know, from the wing to the bonnet, matches the other sides. So the panel gap matches this side as well. You can see the crease stands out more. So obviously where the panel, if you're seeing this reflection here. So like I said, so I'll get the bumper painted. I'll just get the wing done anyway, even though there's not a mark on the wing, to blend in to match this colour spot on, so then that can get repaired. So the next thing's the headlight and get the bumper on. So the headlight I've purchased, I've bought a brand new Hella headlight. As I've seen, most people are charging, you know, silly money for a second-hand item, anywhere from £50 to £100. When the reason I bought a Hella, I'll show you now, for the driver's headlight. 1 second, I'll just get this bonnet propped up. So this is the original headlight from this vehicle. If you see here, you see the Volkswagen badge, just the logo here, and Hella. So obviously Hella makes this item for Volkswagen. I don't know what the retail is from Volkswagen for the light, but for this one, £109, brand spanking new. As it's the facelift, they have an LED daytime running light in this area. So sometimes to save yourself some money on parts, not just repair and salvage, maintenance, etc. Have a look on the badges to see who actually makes the item. I don't know, for example, an air filter for my Audi, £30 from dealer, for example. You look who makes it, man filter, £14. It's the same part, just hasn't got the main dealer's badge on it. So to install a headlight on these, you've got 3 bolts. One on the slam panel, one situated here, and this brace where it goes on top of here. I'll just try and do it one-handed. As you can see, lines up straight away. This piece here, which is grooved, that goes through here and into the headlight with 1 bolt, which I've had to order this because, look, I think I said in the previous video, never chuck any parts until the car's finished. I chucked the old headlight and I chucked that old metal brace, which had this piece, which that slots in to the headlight. If I can do it one-handed, just like that. So the headlight goes in, metal brace goes on top, that slots on top. I think the metal brace from TPS, I think that was about £12 plus that. These are probably £2, nothing too dear. So I'll just get that headlight fitted now. So what I'm going to do, before I fit the bumper, I'm just going to make sure that headlight's working. Yeah. Just main beam is it. Right, so now the headlights all working, we can get the bumper on and pretty much nearly finished. In case anyone says in the comments, oh, you ain't put the spout on yet, I'm going to be fitting that once it comes back from the body shop, because I'll put the spout on, then I'll get the arch liner on. So I'll get it back on time lapse to get the bumper installed. That's the bumper now on. I've only installed the 5 bolts on top of the bumper as it clips into the bumper brackets either side on the wings. I've not put the bolt in either side or underneath, as the body shop's going to be taking the bumper off anyway, so I can do that when it comes back. Bumper ain't going to be coming off. It's nice and secure. The little marks I was on about, there's one here, one on the bottom lip just here, and then one this side. Yeah, it's a second-hand panel. It's a good condition panel, just a couple of probably storage marks. So I'm going to get the bumper sprayed, the wing. They'll repair the door and blow it into the door and then sort out the seal. So I'll get the wheel on and then we'll get on to the diagnostics. Right, if you've got a 2018 onwards Volkswagen Up City Go, Volkswagen Polo, and the airbags have been deployed, you'll also get a fault code for crash shutoff was triggered, which is p160900. If you can see, airbags are now done in this car, replaced, no airbag light, but the power steering light is on. So there's no power steering at the present. So what we're going to do, I'm going to log in and show you how to do this. So I'm going to go to access permission. This code is only for 2018 onwards. The code you want is 17580. Click OK. Login success. Then you want to go to basic settings. Once you've logged in, you want to click reset to factory settings. Click OK, adjust, put steering wheel straight. It's running the settings, finished correctly. Unfortunately in November that's where I got left up to. So if you look at the speedo now, no fault codes at all. Put my seatbelt on, take the handbrake off, everything's done. So we got left up to when I was clearing the crash shutoff code, which was p160900. So when the airbags go off, you get that fault code, and that basically puts everything into a safety mode, and your electric steering, power steering, gets stopped. So the electric steering doesn't work. Well, it is now, but you get what I'm trying to say. So once you go into the steering and ABS module, log in with the code which I provided in the video, and then go to basic settings and agree to go back to factory basic settings. Once you've done that, it will run the system. It will say pass, done correctly, but then you'll get two different fault codes. The p160900 will clear. The 2 other fault codes, I can't remember what they was, because for some reason I haven't got that on video, but I know what they was. It will say lock stop for left and right of the steering needs to learn, so it needs to calibrate, and the steering angle sensor needs to calibrate, because you've reset everything. The steering needs to learn where the middle is, the lock left and right. Once you recalibrate them, everything will clear. and that's how you get rid of p160900. So I'm just going to plug diagnostics in now just to show you. There should be just one fault code on this car. Well, a couple because there was no passenger headlight fitted, and obviously I've had this car running, so it will show a fault code for the headlight. So we'll just get it plugged in now. I'm just going to plug it in now. A few people's asked what diagnostics I use. It's a company called Think Diag. It is a copy of Launch X431 Pro. So I paid, one second, I've just got to get this in. I paid £370 with a tablet, with a year, free updates. After the year's done, it's £70 a year to update the software. It does everything the Launch does. Yes, I know it's not good to have a pirate, but it does the job. So I'll just get this turned on now. So the software is just loading up now. I haven't turned this on for a while, so just let it boot up. It will then connect to the dongle, the OBD2 dongle. So then I click Europe, scroll down to Volkswagen. What I'll do, I'll just do a health check on the whole vehicle, so it will just check every module. There's not many modules on this car, so it won't take long. Some of these new Audis, you know, there's modules for everything, so it takes, you know, a good few minutes. So it's just connecting now. It's now shining blue. Any chance? Right, so I'll do a health report. So this will do every module, or you can, like I've shown you before, you can do system selection and choose which module you want to do. Okay, please wait. So like I said, I should get just a fault code for the headlight, which I think will be in the central electrics. Yeah, the free code, so it'll probably be headlight bulb indicator, daytime running, or the headlight motor. We'll see in a second. It's nearly done. Sorry if I'm boring you. Right, so it's done. So left turn signal, left daytime running light, left low beam, so obviously headlights. So if I just click enter, 1 second, it will connect into that module. Obviously we know the headlight works now, we know it's plugged in. So if I clear fault code, clear, no fault codes. Go back. So now there is, if you can see here, 0 in any of the modules. This car is now mechanically sound. All the suspension for the car to move is sorted. All the airbags are now done. So it's now ready to get dropped off to the body shop. So with the Polo, it's not back yet, as I didn't have an appointment for the car. I just rang them up, can I drop the car off? So I'll probably give them a ring, see if I can do that the same with this. Once that's done, once the Polo is back, we'll just quickly do the last parts. I'll do one last video on that. There'll be one more video for this. And hopefully, I think it's 12th of April, the lockdown's apparently going to lift. If it does, then I can start working on the cars where I normally do and get bidding. Because obviously there's no point me buying any more cars when I've only got one spot here to work on them. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and like if you haven't, and see you soon.